Good afternoon, Summoners! Welcome to the Pro Gaming Series 2014 Summer Season! I am BGSphere.
And I'm Jay.
So far, eto na naman tayo ngayon. Bago lahat, bago tayo mag-proceed sa ating game for today, punta muna tayo sa ating schedule na mangyayari ngayong araw na ito.
Alright, so today is June 22, 2014, and this Sunday we'll have at 5 p.m. Mineski versus Team Diamond. Of course, they will have a second game at 6 p.m. Of course, they'll just change sides. Diamond will move to the blue side while Mineski will be on the red side. And following at 7, we'll have Imperial Pro Team go against the Pacific. And they will have a second game at 8 p.m. which this time around Pacific and Imperial Team switching sides.
Anyway, again, ito yung magiging schedule natin for tonight's matches. And bago lahat, syempre, let's proceed muna sa ating standings. Sa mga nangyaring laban kahapon, Manila Eagles, 2 games played. Nakuha nila kagad yung first 2 wins nila kagabi. We have Wargads as well na nakuha ng 2 games lead sa ibang teams dito. So, mapapansin ninyo bakit meron silang 3 points dito kahit 2 games na nalalaban nila kagabi. Kapag nanalo kayo ng, yung team niyo kapag nanalo ng 2 beses sa isang laro, ng back-to-back match, you will have 3 points dito. Pero kapag nanalo kayo ng isang game lang, 1 point lang makukuha ninyo.
That's right.
So, mas maganda talaga kung consistent kayo sa pagkapanalo ng laging back-to-back match ninyo, no? Dalawang points lagi makukuha ninyo. So, we will get 3 points lagi dito. Team Imperial Pro Team, 2 games played, pero wala pa rin silang points. Same with Mineski, Pacific, and Diamond. Pero this time,
and the top 4 teams, of course, in the league at the end of the group stages will proceed to the semifinals all the way up to the championship. Alright, so we're about to start our game, of course. And while we're waiting for the game to start, a little recap on what happened yesterday. The first game was between IPT and Wargods, and basically this is a very much expected match coming from both teams. IPT did lose their first game, and forfeited the first game, allowing Wargods to pick up their first win, and then they won the second game. Alright, actually we're already in the game right now. Let's go ahead to our picks and bans. And let's see, alright, so on the blue side again, is like what I mentioned, is Mineski. First ban coming out from Mineski is the Syndra ban. Team Diamond is on the red side right now, and their first ban is Twisted Fate.
So far, Twisted Fate got banned out agad for Team Diamond dito. I think one of the main reasons is because Yume, we all know kung paano siya mag-play ng paggamit niya dito kay Twisted Fate. Sinabi niya ito dati sa kanyang Southeast Asia qualifier. I mean, before yung Southeast Asia qualifier dito, in-interview siya, and sinabi niya na Twisted Fate is one of his favorite champions sa League of Legends. So, marami ng changes na nangyari sa kanya, marami ng nerf na ginawa sa kanya. Still, after ng mga changes sa item, naging sobrang viable na rin si Twisted Fate na mid lane. Syndra got banned out from Team Mineski, same with Ziggs and the Black. Surely to shutdown itong si Nage for the lineup of Diamond. As you can see mga kaibigan, bago natin ituloy-tuloy ang ating discussion dito, for Team Mineski, we have Noel, Tomato, Yume, Seppi, and Sid for the lineup. We have for Team Diamond dito, second, Cell, Nage, Evan, and Shura for Team Diamond.
That's right. Alright, so the bans are completed now. We can see here on the left side, Mineski Noel will be picking up their first champion. They are hovering over Atrox right now. Let's see if they picked him up. If ever they do lock in the Atrox, I have a funny feeling that Mineski might pick up Yasuo. We've been seeing a lot of Yasuo being picked up since yesterday.
Actually, kahapon, 2 times yata ginamit siya ng Manila Eagles, or isang game for Wargods IPT, and MLE. Yung nilang Mineski dito ay ginamit din si Yasuo. So far ngayon, they got Lulu instead of going for Atrox. Kasi we all know kung paano yung playstyle mo pag ginamit si Atrox. More on, ang lineup ninyo dito ay pang dive in talaga. Kasi with his passive skill, he can surely go inside a team fight dito and then mag-respawn na lang kagad siya after niya mamatay. Matagal yung cooldown niya. I think 180 seconds yata or around 3 minutes yung cooldown ng kanyang Bloodwell.
Alright, so it looks like you said, Lulu picked up. I expect probably Lulu to be in the top lane. I think Yasu might still come in here. Of course, right now we can see that Tomato is considering picking up a Nocturne for the jungle. On Diamond side though, they've already locked in their AD carry and their jungler. No questions here, we'll be seeing at least in the jungle for Diamond, Cell, and of course Diamond Eban will be using the Caitlyn in the bottom lane.
Yes, so for the bottom lane of Team Diamond dito, hindi pa natin ganun na nakikita yung possible na maging playstyle dito ni Eban. And I think hindi ito yung first time na maglalaro si Eban for the Team of Diamond. I think this is the second time. And yung last game nila nung last season ay nandun na rin si Eban, if I'm not mistaken. Pero for Team Mineski, they're hovering itong si Nocturne and Lucian for the lineup of Team Mineski dito. And kagaya kahapon din sa lineup ng Mineski, they have Nocturne and Lulu as well. So
actually, I think the Nocturne Lulu combo is very popular especially with the Taiwanese teams. They like to use that where Nocturne uses his paranoid to dive into the target, and at the right time, if magaling talaga yung gumagamit ng Lulu, they can time their wild growth onto Nocturne. So at the moment while he's flying, he can knock up multiple champions as he lands on his target.
Yes, alam mo kasi yung isa pang maganda dito for a Nocturne Lulu combo, they're more on aggressive playstyle talaga. Kasi si Nocturne dito, kapag ginamit niya yung paranoia, kailangan sobrang kunat niya. Paano kung hindi siya maging successful sa pagkuha ng tanky items niya?
Yeah, definitely everything Lulu has will really gel well with Nocturne. The movement speed, the knockup from the wild growth, like you mentioned, the shield. So everything definitely is in favor for Nocturne, especially if he has a Lulu in his team.
And pwede rin niyang gamitin yung kanyang Litter Lance after niya magamit yung health picks dito or shield si Nocturne that can surely dish out so much damage against their opponent sa laban na to. As you can see mga kaibigan, for Team Mineski, yes, they have Nocturne and Lulu. Same with Lucian. Nag-iisip mo lang mabuti kung sino yung pangatlong pang-apat at pang-limang pick nila dito.
Yeah, right now Lucian is definitely the king of ADRs in the scene. Everywhere, almost any league, you'd see Lucian in almost every game. He has almost like a 90+% pick rate in every game, locally and internationally. And on the other side now, we can see that Diamond, Nage, and Eban have locked in their support.
Soraka,
we see a Soraka in the bottom lane. And I expect them to be a siege composition here. They want to probably push and pick up towers as fast as possible with that lineup, because definitely Caitlyn could spam her 90 caliber net and all her other skills as well. And of course with Eban and Cell to provide some protection, they should have no problem sieging turrets.
Kailangan ditong masigurado ng Team Mineski yung kanilang lineup dito. So kaya na sinabi mo kanina, they have Yasuo for possibly for the mid lane dito.
I was expecting, especially dun pa lang nung pinapakita si Aatrox. And sa last second change, they decide not to go for Yasuo.
Wow.
Kassadin instead. So
very interesting pick for Team Mineski dito. Since they have Kassadin and Aatrox for their lineup, I think in terms of burst damage, they have the advantage here. Sobrang ang sakit talaga ng burst damage ni Kassadin. And hindi mo lang siya dapat bigyan dito ng burst damage items. You can surely get tanky items as well, like the Iceborne Gauntlet, getting the item like the Frozen Heart.
And if you look at the lineup, Nocturne's not only the dive-in champion here. Everybody else, except for of course the AD carry and the support, will be able to dive in. So looks like Lulu will be a support champion in this game.
Hindi siya magiging top lane or mid lane dito.
Yeah, so talagang support lang talaga siya this game. And then of course we have the Lucian, and then Aatrox, Nocturne, and Casting can easily dive in all together, erasing surely any champion from Team Diamond here. So they have to probably build at least a little bit defensively, especially the backline has to be very careful not to get caught by any of the skills of Mineski.
So for the lineup of Diamond, they have Orianna for the AP mid carry. So ngayon, nakikita natin ang kanilang lineup dito. We have Caitlyn for the AD carry. We have Elise for the jungle, Orianna for the mid lane, Vi for the top lane, and I think itong si Shura would go for the support role na itong si Soraka. And in terms of sustaining in the bottom lane, they have the advantage here. We have Caitlyn and we have Soraka. Sobrang lakas ng heal ni Soraka dito. Even without his mana, her mana dito na, yung AP sa kanyang champion. Kasi base, base heal lang nung kanyang skill dito yung talaga nagbibigay sa kanya ng advantage. So, ang masasabi ko lang dito, sa lineup ng Team Diamond, should be hindi sila dapat maging aggressive na sobra. Kailangan maging passive lang sila sa laban dito.
Yeah.
Or at least wait for the Team Mineski to go in first before they will initiate the team fight.
That's right. Because if ever Diamond are the aggressors here, like I said, there's a lot of champions that can basically escape you. They have a lot of escape tools here. So this is something Mineski will have no problem dealing with, especially with the Lulu to back them up. Unlike on side of Mineski, Diamond rather, they would be, like I said, they're a siege comp. They want to siege towers. They have a good team fight if ever Mineski does dive into them, but they have to be very careful not to get caught out or get picked off.
Again,
Ayan,
habang naghihintay tayo.
Yes, while we're waiting for the game to start, of course, there's a short delay, 3-minute delay to avoid
Jay, ganito muna. Sa lahat ng mga summoners na nanonood ngayon, at least siguro merong mga naghihintay ng codes, merong mga nag-expect ng codes dito. So Jay, ano ba yung mechanics ng ating watch and win?
Ayan, so basically, sa watch and win promo natin na yun, codes will randomly appear on the screen during probably big events like tower takedowns, first dragons, and things like that. As soon as that happens, the codes will appear at the bottom of your screen. All you have to do is somehow copy it, probably copy paste or write it down somewhere, or if you can memorize it, then you're really good. Print screen or something like that. And then all you have to go is to log into your client and then go to your
in-game store.
In-game store. Then there's on the last tab at the bottom left, there's a promo code, and click on that. It'll ask you to enter your promo code. Then doon nyo ilalagay yung code para ma-redeem nyo yung price. Now, the code is only valid for one person, so unahan yan. Although there will be multiple codes, each code will only be valid for one person. So, first come, first serve basically.
And ano nga ba yung nakalagay sa code na yun? Siyempre, 4-win IP boost. So, ano yung IP boost? Siyempre, yun yung ginagamit na pambili ng runes. Pwede mo rin siyang gamitin pambili ng champion dito.
Sorry, yeah.
Diba?
Champions and runes and rune pages.
So, ayan, since alam na natin lahat kung paano tayo mananalo ng mga codes sa ating watch and win or paano tayo makakuha ng codes, usapan naman natin kung paano kung bigla ka nawalan ng RP at gusto mo bumili ng skin or champion sa League of Legends. Tinatamad ka lumabas ng bahay mo at ikaw ay isang smart, TNT or Sun Cellular. Siyempre, bago ang lahat, meron tayong feature from GameX na tawag natin na ePins na pwede nyo gamitin to load your account dito. So just visit epins.gamex.ph and then after nun, click the game you're playing. Choose the game you're playing muna pala.
Of course, League of Legends.
We are playing League of Legends, syempre. And then after mo piliin yung League of Legends, click the green shell denomination na gusto mo. Halimbawa, gusto mo ng 20, 50, 100, depende sa'yo yan. And then after nun, click add to cart. Now, enter your mobile number. So lalagay mo yung number mo doon and then you will receive a confirmation code. After mo ma-receive yung confirmation code, kung ikaw ay Smart or TNT, send it to 3161. Kung ikaw naman ay Sun subscriber, send it to 2354. Ganun lang kadali yun mga kaibigan, you will receive the RP or yung ePins na meron ka for your account.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Smart, for that GameX feature. And of course, thank you din sa mga ibang sponsors natin, Razer and Philips, for providing us the gaming gear we need for this season.
Yes. So again, sa lahat ng mga ka-tune in pa lang, you're watching the Pro Gaming Series 2014 na Summer Season. I'm Sphere.
And I'm Jay.
Start na ang ating laban after a few seconds. Pero so far ngayon, Mineski versus Diamond. Against sa natin nakakalam ang ating lineup dito. We have Mineski Noel, Mineski Tomato, Mineski Yume, Mineski Sepi, and Mineski Sed. For team of Diamond, Diamond Second, Diamond Cell, Diamond Nage, Diamond Evan, and Diamond Shura. At sa kanilang champions naman, we have Aatrox for the top lane, Nocturne for the jungle, Kassadin for the mid lane, Lucian for the AD carry, Lulu for the support of Team Mineski. For Team Diamond, we have Vi for the top lane, Elise for the jungle, Oriana for the AP carry. ADR is going to be Caitlyn, same with the support. With the support role, we have Soraka here for Shura. In terms of the lineup dito, in the early part of the game, who do you think will dominate dito? In laning phase muna.
Well, sa bottom lane, I feel like medyo mas superior yung lineup ng Diamond. The Caitlyn and Soraka has always been a very strong lineup. The only problem with this is the Soraka doesn't gel that well anymore in the team fights. Of course, with those there were some nerfs on her, so her damage isn't as potent as before. And like yung utility niya is basically just heal and silence if ever she decides to use it on an opponent. Unlike Lulu, has a lot more utility, so she's much more powerful, especially in team fights.
Alam mo, mahihirapan dito si Nagi in the mid lane to go against Yume. Yume, or itong si Kasa din, alam mo din lahat, anti-AP champion itong si Kasa din eh. But since nawala na yung silence niya sa kanyang Null Sphere, medyo hindi na siya ganun ka-painful. Though yung damage output pa rin niya can still be very effective to go against any laner dito sa kanyang kalaban. And kahapon, ginamit ko si Kasa din. And na-surprise ako na nakalimutan ko na nakaka-stop pala siya ng channeling skills.
Yeah.
So nag-teleport yung kalaban ko sa harap ko and then ginamit ko yung Null Sphere ko. Luckily, na-cancel yung kanyang teleport. So still very effective skill for his champion dito that can surely give him enough advantage to win mga teamfight na mangyayari.
Yeah, so well, aside from the teleport, like I said, any channeling spells, including of course Katarina's ultimate, and who else has channeling skills?
Channeling skills, we have the, I think yung skills ni Fiddlesticks.
Yeah, Fiddlesticks ultimate, but normally by the time that you catch him, it might be a bit too late.
And for Tomato as well, yung kanyang Q. Though magkakampi naman sila dito, so I don't think na he can cancel yung E na magagalang dito from Nocturne. For Team of Diamond, I think wala silang channeling skills dito. And in terms of combo sa lineup nila, we have Oriana, we have Vi. So once na mag-assaulted battery si Vi dito, ibibigay lang ni Nagi yung kanyang shield or yung command niya dito, na yung ball niya, and then use yung kanyang shockwave, and I'm pretty sure na malaki yung damage na bibigay nila dito once na magkaroon ng team fight. Kailangan na niya i-focus dito si Seppi or itong AD carry ng Team Mineski. However, since they have a champion like si Lulu, it's going to be very hard for Team Diamond to secure the objective of killing a champion. And welcome to the Summoner's Rift mga kaibigan. Tuloy-tuloy na ang ating laban ngayon. Diamond versus Team Mineski. First game of the day. Week 1, Day 1. Week 1, Day 2 ng Pro Gaming Series 2014 Summer Season. So I think medyo malabong magkaroon ng early invade dito. But still, with those trinkets na meron sila, at least magkakaroon sila ng vision kung may possibility nga ba na may mga mangyayaring invade dito, or at least mabantayan yung kanilang mga jungle buffs.
Alright, so team, we can see here Mineski right now. They did put one ward in their red buff before invading, or looks like they'll have a delayed invade here. Team Diamond looks like they're gonna go for the blue buff. So
medyo kanilang
pero meron silang
dito.
Ward,
And aware ang Team Diamond mga kaibigan that ang Team Mineski ay nandito ngayon sa kanilang jungle red buff. Medyo nagkakaroon ng laruan.
This is gonna be a bit interesting. Ayun, may ward na linagay si Lucian dun sa taas there.
Naglalaro sila dito. But ang Team Mineski hindi sila aware eh. Actually, hindi pa nila alam na nandito ang Team Diamond. So,
Team Diamond has the upper hand in terms of vision here. I'm surprised.
Kita na naman nila.
Let's see if anything happens here.
Caitlyn got his built over Peacemaker.
In terms of level 1, I feel like Mineski might have the slight upper hand here. But yun na nga, nawala na yung mga wards actually. Ay hindi, nandiyan pa pala.
Nawala na yung wards, but wala na yung mga champion dito. Eto na mga kaibigan, magkakaroon ng teamfight dito. Tumama ang Glitterlands. And with that, we have to disengage. At medyo...
Actually, this is favor
not in their favor yung nangyaring yun.
Yeah, this is actually in favor of Diamond because now na-delay ang jungler.
Tatlong champion sa kanila.
Including the laning. But, of course, Noel did fall back already, including Cassidy. That's why they're ready in the lane. They should have no problem having a nice early lead. And a lane swap coming from Team Mineski here. You can see in the minimap that Lucian is in the top lane right now. And Diamond decides to stick around in the normal laning phase. So this is actually quite surprising.
Ooh, a swap lane coming from Team Mineski dito to dodge the Caitlyn Soraka combo of Team Diamond. And I think, well, just to be safe, medyo mahirap nga naman labanan ng dalawang champion ito in terms of sustaining ability. Infinite mana for Caitlyn dito. Kayang-kaya niya lang na mag-clear ng wave kagad in the bottom lane. And then mag-restock, maglagay ulit ng mana dito from Shura.
Yeah, and also the heal coming from Soraka here will be very potent and allowing Caitlyn, even if she takes damage from the Lucian's harass, and of course from Lulu as well, the heal should be sufficient enough for them to heal back up very quickly.
Yes, and 3-minute mark, we pause the game. I think medyo nagkaroon ulit ng konting issue sa isang team dito from Mineski and Diamond. In the top lane na si UNC, medyo lamang dito si Lucian and Lulu or si Seppi and Zed to push the first tier turret kagad since wala nagbabantay sa kanila. Body system from Diamond, they will try to push the first tier turret in the bottom lane as soon as possible.
Wow, Diamond playing very aggressive here. 4-man
Fast
push.
as they can.
This is actually a very good move for Team Diamond. If they pick up the tower, they could actually rotate to the dragon. Of course, Noel will be denied experience and minions here because of the 4-man push from Diamond. A lot of these local teams are picking up on this trend only now. It's actually a little bit delayed here.
And here comes
2v4 here.
Yes, the other members of Team Mineski to at least defend dito yung the first tier turret. However, in the top lane, iniwan nila mag-isa si Lucian. And at least medyo meron silang pambawi dito kasi nakakapag-farm ako nilang AD carry. Shura, second, got caught mga kaibigan with that fear coming from the members of Mineski dito. Noel, have to jump in. But since meron pang minion dito, hindi nakafocus itong turret kay Seren kanina.
Yeah, actually that's not a bad move coming from Mineski here, forcing Diamond back. Mineski said will be joining the two other members. Right now, Tomato does have a nice experience lead over the members of Team Diamond. See him being level 4 while Mineski Noel is level 3. If ever he goes down, he does have his Blood Well, which should be no problem for him to escape if Tomato and Set could at least lower the HP of the other members of Team Diamond.
500 gold lead for Team Mineski dito since medyo in terms of rotation at this point of time wala pang nakakuha ang first tier turret kagad ang magkabilang panig, pero itong top lane kasi nakakapag-farm ng maayos si Lucian, wala nagbabantay sa kanya. Ang poproblemahin lang niya dito ay paano niya masisecure yung kanyang CS ng maayos. Here comes the teleport from Vi to the top lane dito para makapag-defend. Bolt Breaker, mama kay Seppi. Have to at least give enough damage for second dito before backing off. Pero alam mo Jay, daming post natin dito. Pangatlong post na to. 27 minutes. So ayan po, resume ulit ang ating game. Diamond Cell, gaking the mid lane dito. Yume, a lot of damage. Kumapit mga kaibigan ng cocoon from Diamond Cell. And they have to disengage. Fortunately, hindi nagamit dito ni Yume ang kanyang flash.
Alright, so we're looking at the bottom lane. And we can see here that Caitlyn and Soraka has no problem dealing with Lulu and Atrox here. Atrox, of course, does have a nice CS lead over Vi because he was able to farm quite well when he was soloing while they were while the other members of Diamond was in the jungle helping Elite pick up that red buff. In terms of CS, Lucian though does have the advantage over Caitlyn since he was farming solo also at the top lane, while Team Diamond was trying to take down the first tower.
That ward spotted Diamond Cell. Noelle diving in. Ito maganda sa combo dito sa bottom lane ng Mineski. We have Noelle and Zed. Once na ginamit ni Noelle yung kanyang Dark Flight, merong shield dito sa Zed. Paggamit niya yung kanyang Glitter Lance para tumama sa kahit na sinong member ng Diamond dito na mahuhuli niya sa kanyang Dark Flight.
Yeah, in the top lane now there's some action going on here. A counter gang coming from Tomato there, like you said. Diamond's Hill was spotted by that ward in the tri-bush in the top lane. So he was waiting in the wings. As soon as Vi decided to engage on Seppi, the counter gang did come in from Mineski Tomato on Nocturne. Luckily though, it's not yet level 6 for that Team Diamond. Since if I feel like if Tomito was level 6 for sure, he would have at least picked up 1 kill.
Kailangan makapag-push kagad ng Diamond dito in the bottom lane kasi hindi na ganun kagandang ganito strategy kapag medyo matagal yung pag-push ng turret eh. So nag-recall back na kagad itong si Zed to restock his items.
Yeah, it's actually...
While Diamond trying their best to get the first turret kagad here in the bottom lane. And I think mawawala nila to.
Almost going down here. There's only a few more hits left. Yes, they will pick up the first tower of the game. There we go, Team Diamond, Evan.
Nocturne mga kaibigan from the backline, ganking the bottom lane.
Does not decide to engage.
Umabot ang kanyang first kill dito. Without his paranoia, hindi pa ganun ka-effective itong champion na to. Hindi siya ganun na makakagala ng maayos. But with the slow coming from his first kill, I think at least medyo meron siyang advantage dito. Help his comrade sa mga laning phase. In the mid lane naman, 52-48 CS in favor of Yume. Nage, pareho na silang level 6 dito. So, if ever na magkakaroon hanggang mahirapan ang kanilang mid lane ng Diamond. Ginamit ang kanyang flash out. As you can see, mahihirapan ka talagang lumaban against Takasa din kapag nag-level 6 na siya. Kasi hindi niya na kailangan gamitin ang kanyang flash eh. Sobrang passive pa ng kanyang possible na pwedeng gawin dito. Talagang kumuha na ng CS. At least, mag-rift walk to initiate the team fight. Use that null sphere and yung kanyang third skill and then disengage ulit.
Yeah, and actually Mineski is doing a really good job on this castle, and even though he's a melee champion, he is winning in CS over the Orianna here. Alright, so it looks like a lane swap coming from Team Diamond finally, moving their AD carry and support to the top lane. Second will be brought down back to the bottom lane this time around to go head to head with Noel. Noel is already level 6. And Diamond second as well, so if ever they do decide to engage, they have to be careful, of course, with that blood will coming from Noel.
With that BF sword, both the AD carries, meron ng enough damage to go against their opponent dito, pero halos pantay ang kanilang item. Pero lamang itong si Sepi sa kanyang CS because yun nga, nakuha kagad ng Diamond dito ang first retreat in the bottom lane, pero makikita mo na lamang sa laning phase ang team ng Mineski because sa goal difference natin 500 lang to, but in favor of Mineski without the turret being destroyed. Shura taking so much damage in the top lane dito, and level 5 against the level 4 support, level 7 Sepi dito, AD carry of Team Mineski level 7 na, level 5 pa lamang si Evan.
That's right, so he basically got a lot of experience there. Evan using his skills there to harass down Evan a bit.
Napaka-effective ng shield, no? So here comes the calling, mga kaibigan, from Mineski. Sepi chasing down Evan dito. He managed to get away using the caliber net. They built over Peacemaker as well. So dalawang pulis pa lang nasa lineup ng Diamond dito, no? But here comes the assault and battery. Napakaaga, mga kaibigan, from Diamond second. But Noel burned his flash. And I think they will try to get the first dragon of the game for Diamond. But I think wala silang vision, so it's going to be a good idea for their team.
And you're right about that, no? GG Spear about second going a little bit too early, at least was too far to engage onto that. After following up on that assault and battery, I think he should have held on to that assault and battery till after Atrox decided to back away. Alright, Tomato covering the bottom lane for the meantime. You can see the members of Mineski are all grouping here near the Baron Pit area. They are spotting out or forcing the members of Team Diamond to back away. All 5 members of Mineski are here.
Decided to go for the first dragon of the game. Alam nila na nagpupush pa rin dito ang AD carry and support of Diamond. Well used to teleport in the top lane because the paranoia for Nagi dito. Nagi taking a lot of damage because of the revoke in the first blood for Team Mineski. What a play! And eto na ang ating code. So ilagay nyo na sa inyong mga client ang codes na nakikita nyo sa ating screen. Sa mga pagkakataon ito, Yume taking so much damage with that Vault Breaker alone. Grabe talaga yung pagtagos ng armor dito ni Vi, no? Kapag nakamax yung kanyang Vault Breaker.
Yep. Maximum damage from Vault Breaker Pulse.
Max charge and the max level Vault Breaker can surely give enough damage to your opponent para maprita siya mag-pack agad. And with his item, 2 Doran's Blade, 1 Longsword. I think medyo nag-delay siya sa kanyang item build dito. With that Longsword, most probably will go for the Brutalizer for Vi, for more armor penetration para sa kanyang champion. But kung mapapansin mo, Jay, halos lahat ng laning phase dito, halos lahat ng lane for Mineski and Diamond ay in favor sa Mineski. 8-9 CS against Vi in the top lane, 65.
Yes, that's right. Well, definitely, I did expect something like this to happen for Mineski. They are a little bit more, their players are a little bit more experienced in these games here, but we'll have to see. Definitely, Diamond is no pushover here. They have been playing pretty well so far. You saw the strategy a while ago, it was pretty smart, though it didn't turn out so well for them. Maybe as the game progresses, like I said, their team fight is pretty good, pretty solid as well, but their combo is a little bit hard to land.
Yun ang sabi ko. But instead, possible na mahirapan yung secure na maayos sa kanilang combo dito. But second thing, so much damage! At kaya pang ma-exchange dito ni Seppi before going down. At least he managed to pick up a kill dito. Here comes Yumi from the backline, mga kaibigan, responding. But Seppi will go down. And it's a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Mineski.
Yeah, nice turnaround for Mineski there, even though Seppi did go down, he did take one.
Should have just back away doon after niyang maka-receive ng calling na ginawa dito ni Seppi sa kanya. Kasi siguro hindi sila aware na meron pang heal si Seppi dito. But with that double damage coming from his passive skill dito, he can surely at least dish out enough damage before dying talaga.
Yeah, and definitely very OP talaga yung passive ni Lucian, no? Very good harass tool and really gives him the advantage against most AD carries.
Yes, one reason kung bakit may upcoming nerf dito kay Lucian.
That's right.
Sa 4.10 patch natin. I think yung kanyang passive skill na double attack ay medyo
the W, if I'm not mistaken, the cross. Because it gives also a lot of burst damage din which is unexpected. Saka
nag-i-scale siya kasi sa AD ng champion mo Remember na malaki yung damage mo, mas lalaki din yung W mo dito.
Alright, so Diamond Nage picking up the blue buff for himself with the help, of course, of their jungler. Diamond Cell, a pink ward being placed. Oh, I'm sorry. A regular ward being placed down. He does spot out a pink ward.
He was exhausted. Nag-miss ang kukul from Cell. But Seppi will go down for Evan dito. 1 kill for Team Diamond.
That last play I think was a little bit messy from Seppi. I feel like he could have picked up at least 1 kill before going down, but he was just shooting every target and not focusing on one. The Soraka was at half HP after his first combo, but if you continue to focus down, shooting down Shura, I think he might have picked up a kill before going down.
Well, he was exhausted, so I think medyo na-pressure din siya doon, so hindi niya alam kung ano yung magiging issue niya. Kung sino yung dapat niya i-target, tatlong champion na malapit sa kanya, meron pang heal si Soraka. But siguro nga yun, he could just at least kill one champion before dying. Yet again, 3-2 score in favor of Mineski pa din ang ating goal difference dito. Looking at the vision control, Mineski is more vision control dito. They have a ward dito sa Dragon Pit. Well, same with the Diamond, but take note,
defensive.
First tier turrets dito ay hindi pa nila nakukuha.
Yeah, and the wards coming from Diamond are very defensive. Unlike Mineski, they do have some deep wards there.
Aggressive ward placement dito. Tumama ako kun mga kaibigan for Sed. Trying their best to push the first tier turret here.
Yeah, and actually look at Seppi right now. He's getting free range of that middle bottom tower. Picking up another turn from Mineski, giving them a 3-1 tower advantage here.
Ito pa maganda kay Lucian Mabilis siyang mag-push dahil nga sa kanyang passive skill din. Dark Flight mga kaibigan from Mineski Noel dito. Second takes so much damage. We still have that Vault Breaker. But no good for second dito. Ladwell will pop out. And we You have to go back away. Here comes the paranoia. Sure, taking so much damage. And he will go down. Wow, that flash out. But a miss shockwave from Nagi dito. He was exhausted. And he will go down. Ignite from Yume. One champion from Team Diamond dito goes down. Here comes the ace in the hole from Caitlyn. And it's a 2 for 1 exchange in favor of Team Mineski.
That was a bad play actually coming from Mineski. They could have easily picked up a lot more kills without having as many casualties there, or a casualty rather. Lulu's wild growth came in way too late and their targeting was a little bit off. They weren't focusing on the same target together. A little bit, I guess this will contribute to a little bit of poor communication coming from their team there. They weren't very organized in that last engage here, and Diamond looks like are on their way back into this game.
Mineski is being the top lane dito, so they have to sacrifice the dragon for the first tier turret in the top lane. Here comes the teleport from second dito to respond against Noel. Takes ko lang siyang Bloodwell dito, so he will surely go down kapag pinilit ni second na patayin si Noel, and with that, one champion from Mineski goes down and the dragon for the team, but the turret in the top lane dito ay nawala na.
Yes, Noel basically sacrificing himself just to make sure he can get that tower here. And Mineski coming, looks like they want to collapse here in the bottom lane, but looks like Diamond playing a little bit smart there, deciding not to continue their push there. Alright, so here Diamond still clearing his double golems here and will probably try to push his top lane a little bit. They are behind in towers and this gives Mineski a huge advantage in map control, especially since the mid tower of Mineski is still up. Right now we can see that Diamond are grouping up in the mid lane. There's 4 members here. Only Elise is not there right now, and medyo aggressive na this is what they should have been doing kanina pa actually. Trying to siege down towers. Caitlyn has the longest base range in the game and does pick up the tower finally in the mid lane for Team Diamond. So good movement coming from Team Mineski, Diamond. I'm surprised Mineski did not decide to engage them. For sure they do have the upper hand right now in gold and in power right now, but deciding not to take that chance under their turret.
With that item alone, medyo tanky na dito si Yume. And almost there for Noel to steal that red buff. However, but mga kaibigan, naipit na naman at nag-miss ulit ang shockwave ni Nagi dito. He is taking a lot of damage. Here goes the paranoia from Tomato. Mineski Yume managed to end the life of Diamond Nagi dito. It's pretty bad style for Nagi. I think medyo nagugulat siguro siya sa mga nangyari dito. Hindi niya nagagawa ng paraan.
Diamond still has to be a little bit careful. They're chasing down the Lucian and the Lulu. He did avoid most of the damage coming from the Kali here. Yume erasing Caitlyn from the map and looks like he might pick up another kill
as well dito. Double kill for Mineski Yume. Second go down as well for Mineski Noel with that Blade of the Ruined King. So I think possible sila na ma-ace dito sa laban na to. Tatlong champion na lang ng Team Diamond ang natitira. And after mapatay si Shura dito, next sa kanilang target ay si Diamond Cell. Actually, Elise item build, medyo isa lang yung item niya for a tanky item, the Spirit of the Ancient Golem. Since meron siyang hunting guys, and yung kanyang Sorcerer Shoes.
Went for a lot of magic penetration to allow the HP percentage damage he has to come hit a little bit harder onto the enemy champions. Now looking at the mini map right now, we did see Diamond second get disconnected. He is in trouble as well. If he does get, of course he will be able to get, she should be able to reconnect very soon, and hopefully he can think of a plan to somehow escape the wrath coming from Mineski. Sure, like you said, most likely will go down to Yume unless Diamond Cell has his stun up and can transform fast enough, but it's very unlikely that will happen.
Sa dami-dami ng mistakes na kino-commit dito ng Diamond, yun nahihirapan silang secure na kanilang objective dito. Maganda yung rotation nila in the early game eh. hindi lang nila na-sustain na maayos, hindi lang nila na-utilize na maayos yung ganong klase ng strategy dito. They have 4 champion in the bottom lane, but with the defending, I mean, on how Mineski is defending their turrets sa bot dito, with Noel and Zed, that glitter lance can surely help them enough to clear the minion in the bottom lane dito. And nahirapan talagang mag-push kagad ang Diamond with Caitlyn and Soraka. So they have to switch lanes, they have to go back in the standard laning phase instead of pushing the wrong strategy na ginagawa nila. And I think ang isa pa nagpapahirap dito for Team Diamond ay medyo hindi ganun ka-comfortable siguro si Nage with Orianna. Hindi siya, actually 2 times nang nag-miss yung kanyang shockwave. And when I say miss, hindi talaga tumatama kahit kanino.
Well, definitely Orianna is a champion. You have to pay very close attention to where your ball is. And luckily, this is not anything like a one for all where there's multiple balls, which will make it much harder. And like you said, the combo is supposed to be most likely that the ball will be on top of second, but we haven't seen that happen just yet, where second dives in with the ball of Orianna, where he can land a strong shockwave onto the members of Mineski here.
Siguro Mineski saw it coming sa ganitong klase ng lineup ng Diamond. They have 4 champion na merong gap closing ability. And ito ang mahirap kapag ang champion mo ay katulad ni Orianna at ni Vi. Kasi hindi mo talaga matatama na maayos yung shockwave mo dito eh. Kasi halimbawa nalagay mo na yung command sa isang lugar. But once na malagay mo dun sa lugar na yon, nag-refocus na si Kassadin and then you use the shockwave. That shockwave is already
and even Lucian can easily dash away from that shockwave. So it's really only Lulu. But even Lulu has some sort of movement speed bonus. Even Nocturne as well. So
the only way nila siguro na makapag-secure sila ng shockwave dito ay kapag tumama na exactly yung assault and battery dito from a second, and then yung nasa kanya yung command nitong si Orianna followed up with the shockwave. And here comes the game, mga kaibigan. Welcome back sa ating game. Double kill for Mineski. Yume managed to get away with the repoke, but that rappel from Diamond Cell managed to end up the life of Yume as well. Zed chasing down Zed dito. Ooh, he was exhausted. I don't think he can escape against 3 champions of Mineski. And that total, I think it's an unofficial E.
Yeah, and also that's basically the reason why people are trying to pick up exhaust there. If we've seen in the previous patches, we saw everybody going for heal and ignite, or flash and ignite instead of exhaust. But you can see how powerful exhaust can be. It can really pick up kills for you with the right composition. Alright, that's Sweeper being used by Shura here. He will be clearing out a ward of the Mineski in that bush there. And Eban going 1-on-1 with the large raid over the wall. No problem there whatsoever. And that crit of over, I think that's 300 something. Not bad so far. Of course, Caitlyn is building into probably a Phantom Dancer next. While Lucian looks like it's planning on going for straight
Trinity Force
to provide
3 main item for
damage.
Yes, for tons of damage. 3 main item for Lucian. Dito mas makuha na niya yun. Sobrang hirap na niyang mapigilan. And kaya niya sabayan ang kahit na sinong AD carry dito.
First time siya talaga, especially with the Trinity Force. Especially he's like an AD caster. And has lots of spells to trigger his the passive on Trinity Force.
Last whisper for his champion if ever na makuha niya to. Pretty sure that even Diamond Eban ay mahihirapan dito to go against him. Paranoia, mga kaibigan, from Tomato dito, hinahabol si second. That bait of the Ruined King saved a second, pero Yume from the backline, wow! Ginamit ang kanyang Zonya Sargas dito at nag-cooldown ang ultimate divide.
Although feeling ko parang mali yun na tinigil niya yung assault battery with the Zonya's Arcgas, because he could have easily rift walk out of there and still survive.
Siguro rift walk papunta kaya no?
And allow Nocturne to pick up the kill. But anyway, what's done is done, I suppose. And at least he was able to burn the ultimate of Vi here. As you can see, the assaulted battery is on cooldown right now. So, like you said, like we talked about a while ago, Diamond Nagi is really struggling with that command shockwave and needs to land or put the ball onto Vi here so they can land the full combo. But since the ultimate is down for Vi again, it will delay any chance of them using that in any team fight.
Ooh, kita-kita may pagiging aggressive dito ni Seppi. Just to give enough damage to go against Diamond. And as we see, with those poke na nagagaling sa mga members ng Diamond dito, hindi kayang ma-handle ng, ng Mineski, hindi nila kayang ma-handle ng maayos because they lack support skills dito. Meron silang heal, meron silang AoE heal from Soraka, pero I don't think it's enough.
What happens when Orianna puts the ball on Elise and she uses Rebel?
Masama yung ball.
It was still go with
pero medyo malayo kasi yung range nung
it will break
dito eh.
It will break?
Kapag sobrang layo ng pagbabagsak kanya, magbe-break yung
connection.
Babalik sa kanya yung ball kay Orianna. Siguro at least dapat magkalapit sila basta gamitin niya yung kanyang rappel. But it will surely connect to Elise kahit mag-rappel siya.
Yeah, and also for those who don't know, actually when Elise repels, she isn't she is untargetable, but she can still be hit by
AoE damage,
AoE spells.
Like halimbawa, merong burn si
probably one exception to that would be the ultimate of Karthus, the Requiem, where it's sort of like a medyo mahirap i-describe yung ultimate ni Karthus kasi hindi siya targeted pero naiiwasan ng Elise, no?
Well, hindi naman siya siguro kasi technically yung skill niya parang target solo target pero you don't have to target them. Parang ang hirap.
Medyo weird, right?
Yes. Oh, yun talagang
targeted but not.
Kasi ano champion kumbaga kasama ka sa listahan ng dapat mamatay for Karthus eh.
Alright, so Mineski picking up another tower here, giving them a nice advantage once again in terms of tower pushes here. 6-2. Looks like Diamond is struggling right now. They're unable to push.
Difference.
Yeah, they're unable to push any towers, and this may be their downfall if they're unable to pick up any more towers. Even the first tier 30 in the top lane is quite healthy if I'm not mistaken, and there isn't much they can do about this at the moment. They have to probably group together, and like you said, they have to win the team fight if they want to get back in the game. The Dragon, I think, might be up very soon if I'm not mistaken as well. Let's see who will be playing for the next Dragon. I wouldn't be surprised actually if Mineski even goes for a Baron sometime soon. As you can see, Team Diamond are pinging onto the Baron pit, and
yes,
Yume,
he's
ignoring the pink ward. Now he's not. I thought a while ago he was, but now he's
very
not.
Interesting item build for Mineski Noel dito. Getting the Zephyr for his item, like JLC for Jax. More on for the attack speed and movement speed as well. So, and medyo pang speed push na klase ng lineup ng item build dito for Aatrox.
I think the biggest thing there probably also is the tenacity. Since he didn't go for Mercury's list, he doesn't have any tenacity here. And of course, there's the stun and the slow coming from Orianna and Caitlyn here, including the silence from Orianna. I mean from Soraka, which could hinder Aatrox from casting enemy spells.
Pero isang maganda dito kay Evan ay hindi siya ganun kay behind against Seppi dito. And yung difference lang nila talaga ay nasasabi mong dahil lang sa kill and assist na meron si Seppi. But as you can see, CS wise, medyo hindi sila ganun na nagkakalayo. Around 10 to 20 CS count difference sila. Both the AD carries for Mineski and Diamond. However, Team Mineski decided to go for start the Baron, mga kaibigan. But that ward from Shura.
Oh, Baron hitting him a lot there. Mukhang hindi pa nag-reset yung aggression ni Baron nun, no? So he went back into destroy that ward, but
I think half of his HP ay nawala. Lampas kalahati ng kanyang buhay nawala.
Yeah, plus actually may shield na si Lulu nun, so nabawasan na pa yun.
Medyo magkakaroon ng laban sa top lane mga kaibigan. Here comes the red buff for and blue buff for Mineski. Zepi! And kaya nang sinabi ko, even a Caitlyn na halos pantay sa kanyang item ay nahihirapan to go against a champion like si Lucian. Here comes the paranoia mga kaibigan in the mid-lane. Shura taking so much damage against Tomato dito. Sobrang unat. That armor item build. But here comes Noel from the backline. Pumasok sa loob. Ginamit ang kanyang Dark Flight. Wala na siyang Dark Flight dito. Yes, nag-cooldown ang kanyang Dark Flight. He managed to get away.
Thanks to that Zephyr with also cooldown reduction as well. And as you can see, sinilence nga siya para hindi siya makatalon sa labas. But with that tenacity, it allows him to get away just in time. So good pickup coming from Atrox there. Zephyr is actually a very underrated item. It does provide a lot of utility for you. Attack speed, move speed, cooldown reduction, and even a little damage. So it has a little bit of everything here. A nice move coming from Team Diamond here, responding very quickly.
Yes,
picking up the
rotation
tower.
Nila. Nakita nila kagad na may dalawang member ang Mineski dito in top lane and bottom lane. So they have to decide faster.
So this is a really very smart move from Team Diamond here. But they have to be careful now. Going in a bit too deep.
Jumping in and then dishing so much damage. Use that Zonya. I'm pretty sure na after mawala tong Zonya na to, naka-ready na yung assault and battle dito from Diamond second. Sana tumama na yung shockwave na magagaling from Nage sa laban na to. Post-game mga kaibigan, before the clash starts, ito na ang Zonya Sarglass. Pumasok na mga kaibigan. Second, Dark Flight coming from a champion dito. Fourth champion from Team Mineski nahuli ng shockwave from a champion, from Nage kanina. But seriously na, Ripstock pa rin from Mineski Yumi dito. What a turnaround for Team Mineski. It's an ace. No champion from Team Mineski dito ang namatay sa team fight na yon. Nice wild growth coming from Seth and nice follow-up skills from Noel dito. Though tinamaan ang apat na champion from Mineski with that shockwave from Nage, that is not enough. And the 5-15 score in favor of Mineski dito. Goal difference surely goes up once again. Ito naging problema ngayon ng Diamond. Lalong tumindi, lalong lumaki yung kanilang goal difference. 12,000 point of time.
Yes, so looks like Mineski was able to turn that around there and was able to pick up a tower and inhibitor in the mid lane. This is a huge advantage now for Mineski here with about 12k gold lead here. Team Diamond not giving up just yet. They definitely do have a chance to get back into this game if they can do another, if they can outplay Mineski. Quick rush to the base could easily turn this game around. So the red buff of Team Diamond did spawn just now. As you can see here, pinks are coming in from both sides as Diamond Eban will probably pick up this red buff for himself. There we go, red buff for Diamond Eban here. Actually, the Caitlyn is doing pretty well in items right now. He does have a Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, and another BF Sword. Looks like I think he'll probably go for an Infinity Edge here, most likely. While Lucian has completed already a Last Whisper to complete his basic damage tools. And that Team Diamond are doing the Baron. This is a very risky move. Actually, if I were Team Mineski, I wouldn't even bother them. They could just rush the base and end the game right now, but looks like they want to contest this. And
kaya naman nila kasi kapag kinuntest nila to. I'm going to sure there is so much damage mga kaibigan. Here goes the paranoia na Brito mag-disengage si Evan dito, but he managed to get their own Baron.
He was able to smite it, outsmite him.
Very dangerous mga kaibigan. But one champion, four champion from Team Diamond dito goes down. Second was next in line, and he will go down at 20. It's an ace for Team Mineski. 26 score in total. It was very bad move for Team Diamond dito. Medyo pinilit nila ng sobra yung pagkuha ng Baron na yun. Though, yes,
yeah, the game is about to end.
Got the Baron.
There is some watch and win coach here, so you better catch it really quick before this game ends. So yeah, I'll give you guys another minute to write down those codes before we continue the game. Alright, so yeah, so let's just talk about the Baron fight first before we continue this. So as you can see, like I said a while ago, Team Mineski could have actually just went straight for the base, but since they had a nice lead in terms of gold and items, they did contest and challenge that Baron. And although Diamond Cell was able to outsmite Tomato in the Baron pit, they were too scattered out. They weren't focusing on any particular targets. And
Kung mapapansin
Yubi
mo
was
kasi,
able to focus down the champions he wanted
yes,
to.
kung mapapansin mo kasi, ang nakita kong naging galaw dito ng Diamond, pinupush nila talaga na makuha yung Baron na yun. And they can surely get the Baron. Wala namang problema dun eh. There's no doubt about it. Nakaya nilang kunin yung Baron na yun. Pero ang naging isang issue dito is halos lahat ng member ng Mineski ay nandun at lahat sila ay buhay. So how can you get a Baron safely with all of your opponent na nasa paligid ninyo? With that happened, aso kasi meron ding ward sa loob dito ang member ng Mineski. So once na ginamit niya Tomato yung kanyang paranoia, talagang nag-focus siya dito kay Cell to give enough damage. Ginawa niya dito, ginamit niya yung kanyang Fear for Cell para at least ma-outsmite niya sana itong si Cell. However, Cell managed to use yung kanyang flash out kasi nga pinasok siya Nocturne dito and then the rappel to get their own Baron. Very unfortunate for their team, hindi sila ganun nananalo after ng teamfight na yun. Still,
right.
Nice playstyle coming from Team Mineski. Good game for Team Diamond dito. Wasn't that bad?
Congratulations to Team Mineski for picking up their first win so far. There will be another match. We'll have a short break, about 10-minute break, and then we'll continue for round 2 or game 2 between Mineski and Team Diamond.
Sige, I mean, bago muna ang lahat, syempre, if ever na mawalan ka ng load, gusto mo bumili ng skin, ng champion dito, wala ka ng RP. So, syempre, meron tayong feature from GameX, tinatawag nating epins, epins.gamex.ph. And then after nun, choose the game you are playing. We are playing League of Legends. And then click the green na denomination na gusto mo. Pimili ka lang doon. We have 20, 50, 100, depende kung anong gusto mo dyan. And then click add to cart. Ngayon, after mapiliin yung add to cart, you will enter your mobile number and then you will receive the confirmation code. Send ito 3161 kung ikaw ay Smart or TNT, and send ito 2354 kung ikaw naman ay Sun subscriber. Ganun lang kadali mga kaibigan, na-receive mo kagad yung epins na meron ka. So ayun, iloload mo na yun sa iyong RP. You will have, sa iyong account, and you will have the RP amount na gusto mo.
Alright, so thank you again, Smart and GameX, for that wonderful feature. Again, we will have a short break, a 10-minute break, and we'll be right back for game 2.
Yung sa ulit mamaya.